All right, I'm gonna use my fancy GoPro here. What we got going on is I've had a misfire, multiple misfires. First it was cylinder 6, and then found out my PVC was cracked, so I ran a code and it came back that it was running too lean. And usually with some kind of air leak or vacuum line issue, that's what you'll get. Came back, cylinder 4 misfiring, and last thing it said was multiple misfires. So I'm about to scream. I hate this, but I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to video this because I know I've been searching all over the freaking net to try to figure this out. What I've done since, I'll kind of back up and how I took this stuff apart, but what I've done since all this started was I replaced the coil packs here, here, and here. When I took them out, this one had tons of freaking oil in it. This one right here pretty much came apart, and then this one right here, this connector in here was bad. So I took an air compressor, blew that out, sucked some of it out, cleaned it out the best I could, and I pulled my valve cover gasket off and replaced the gasket, but I replaced the 3 seals that go around the tube, the top of the tube, the plug tube. I've ordered 6 new spark plugs, NGKs, Denzos, the dual tip. I've used the platinum split fires in the past, or whatever, and they're horrible. One broke actually down inside my cylinder, so that was bad. And I ordered a set of those Gucci Go Faster blue plug wires. So, and I've also ordered, I took a chance, I ordered 6 new injectors. eBay, 82 bucks. They're regularly, when you go to O'Reilly, 150 bucks a piece. Yeah, so we'll see about that. But the job here is I'm going to end up pulling my injectors. But anyways, to back up, since I knew I was going to be under the hood for a while, I took off the hood. Just to get it out of the way. 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and your freaking hood prop rod. So take that off, get it out of the way. After that, I don't have the silencer on. I think I'm going to put it back on. Instead, I've got this from a muffler shop that goes inline the tube, the air induction. I don't know, we'll see about that. When I took this off, I inspected it. This came off the throttle body here. There's some dry rot and cracking there. Honestly, it should be replaced because any air that gets in there, the engine doesn't like. It's also sucking oil in here through that. I don't know what that's about. But moving on. So then I disconnected the rubber boot from here. This is the cruise control module. Bolted here and here. Took that off, and another bolt down there. I took that off. Just move it out of the way. I pulled the mass airflow sensor right here. And I took my airflow sensor cleaner and cleaned it up. It should almost, here in the sun, you see that the tip right there, it should almost be translucent, right? So this side was pretty dark. It's caked on pretty bad. So I took my mass airflow sensor cleaner, and that is what you have to use because you spray it and it dries really fast. And I cleaned all this out really good, and that cleaned that off really well. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't wipe it because if you break it, you're buying a new one. Just squirting it's usually good enough. Right there. So where I'm at now, I went ahead and used my PB Buster, and I hit all the hardware. I'm going to be removing these 2 nuts off the throttle body, these 2 bolts off the throttle body, disconnected that and this. Right now I'm working on this fuel line off the throttle body, disconnected all my cables. I know some of you guys are real tech savvy, but some people want to be. So with this here, you push that down, get that in that groove, and this metal rod, here, pull this guy right here, pull it out, and that's how that goes in. I'm doing this one-handed while I'm holding my freaking GoPro. anyhow, you get the gist of it. That goes in there like so. Okay, but take all those off. That's your throttle cable. Eventually I'll be taking off this fuel rail here, but I went ahead and hit because I got to pull the plenum off, the upper and lower, to get to the injectors on the other side. This may look a little different than some people because I have that tube here. I don't have the vacuum line that goes into the silencer. So this is teed off here. That's why that's like that. All right, so I'm gonna put my helmet on and I will video as I go. Oh yeah, this grommet was freaking dry rotted and cracked, and I'm pretty sure there's pieces of, because the bottom of this PVC valve broke, pieces of it down in there. So I'm gonna end up pulling this valve cover again. So pack a lunch when you're gonna do this. It's not fast, so you know, I'm going to take my time and go through everything and replace things as needed while I'm in here, because I'll end up pulling this valve cover off in the plenum and I'll have the intake exposed. Anyway, that's it. All right, stand by.